my name is Kelly. I'm a traditionally and independently published author of more than 30 books. My brand new book, What Rachel Did, is a middle grade horror. It came out March the 3rd. Yes, March the 3rd. And today we're going to talk about the road to publication. Now, I've been through publishing before. I've independently published. As I've said, I've been traditionally published. As I said, I've never had an agent, so I don't know how that goes. But yeah, I've tried to get agents, and I will talk about that in this video too. Okay, so What Rachel Did was my very first middle grade book. It happens to be a middle grade horror, a middle grade ghost story. They're one of my favorites. Mary Downing Hahn is one of my favorite writers ever. I got one of her books at the book fair at school. I'm a teacher. And I read through it. I plowed through it. I loved it. I also love, right here, K.R. Alexander, the collector. He is a wonderful writer. I love his books too. So, since I love all those books, I decided that I wanted to write a middle grade. Try a middle grade. Usually I do adult and or young adult. I've done more young adult than adult, but you know. Okay, so I decided to try my hand at writing middle grade, and I absolutely loved it. I wrote what was untitled at the time. It didn't have a title, it just had middle grade. That was what it was called for a very long time. I wrote it in the winter and spring. I started in, I think, November of 2018, and I finished it in the spring of 2019. It's a little over 30,000 words, about 35,000 I think, when it was ended up, went through editing and everything and finished. And then I sent it off to my editor. I sent it off to my beta reader, who I love, and I used all their feedback. And I fixed everything that they said, and I wrote a query letter. My goal, my hope, my dream was to be picked up by an agent, was to be published by Scholastic and be in a Scholastic book fair. I know I have these wild dreams, these wild goals that maybe someday will happen, maybe someday won't happen. But anyway, I queried only about 12 agents with this book. I've queried for years. I queried since 2012. I have queried, and I don't query every project I do, because some of it, I love self-publishing, so I want to put out myself. But this, I wasn't sure how to market a middle grade, so I wanted to get somebody behind me to help that happen. All of those queries I sent out were rejections, which makes me sad, but you know, it happens. And in October, I queried Monster Ivy Publishing, and at the time they were not doing middle grade books, but I'd read on their website that they were considering doing middle grade books. They had also put out Trinity Row back in March, and I loved working with them. They are a wonderful company to work for. So I sent it off, not sure if they would take it because it was a middle grade, but I sent it off and I crossed my fingers. A few days later, Mary sent me back an email that said, yes, we love it. She had a middle grade person read it and love it too. She's like, we want it. Let's do this. So we signed the contract on October 6th, 2019, and then it went straight to edits. We got the cover ready, and 5 months later, less than 5 months later, almost 5 months later, it would have been 5 months on the 6th, What Rachel Did came into the world, and I'm so excited. It's in hardcover. We all know how much I love hardcovers. It's in hardcover. Lo and behold, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Now the title, I couldn't think of a title for this book. It went through a lot of titles. I couldn't think of one. And then it just kind of hit me what Rachel did, because Rachel is the ghost in the story, if you didn't know. The main story is about a girl named Ava. She's 12. They move into this house. She's not happy about it. One, because it's the town haunted house. Two, her best friend Bradley is afraid of it, so he's not going to want to come over. She's not going to be living next to him anymore. Life's terrible when you're 12. So, yeah, that's what this is about. Rachel is not even, you know, the main character, but the book is What Rachel Did. And I wasn't really, and I told Monster Ivy, I said, I will be more than happy to change the title if you would like me to. And they're like, no, we love the title. Which I've had people message me since it's come out. They're like, okay, we cannot wait to find out what Rachel did. What did she do? And I was like, okay, it was the right title. So yeah, my very first middle grade book came into the world, which has been very exciting. The fourth graders at school and some of the lower graders too are really excited to have this in the school library. I'm excited for it to be in the school library. So yeah, that's how this came into the world. I'm going to have a new independently published series coming out in September. It's what I'm shooting for, is in September. So what I'm planning on doing is going through, once I get it written, going through the steps and how I'm getting it published, or how I go through getting books published, if that's something you would like to see. Please subscribe to this channel if you want to see more writing videos, more reading videos, more videos. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can get on the community page so I can talk to y'all more, because that's all we know. We all know that I love to talk to y'all more. Like this video if it was any way likable. Tell me in the comments, do you like reading middle grade ghost stories? Have you ever read a middle grade ghost story? Do you remember going to the Scholastic book fairs when you were little? Because I do. I loved them. They were awesome. Also tell me if you've read What Rachel Did, because on March 26th we are doing a spoiler-filled Q&A here on this channel all about What Rachel Did. My Instagram folks voted on it. They got my newsletter folks actually, newsletter and Instagram. I gave them a choice to celebrate the release of What Rachel Did. They had 4 choices. We could do a $10 giveaway, $10 Amazon gift card giveaway. We could do a pay it forward. We could do a Q&A, or we could do something else. I can't remember what it was right now. But the biggest majority of the votes got a behind the scenes, or wanted a behind the scenes What Rachel Did video. So that's what we're going to do on this channel on March 26th, and there'll be more information about it later, so you can figure out how to get your questions in. And you have plenty of time to read it before then, so be sure to get it. You can get it on ebook, paperback, or hardcover. We all know how much I love hardcover, so I'm excited. I hope you have a fantastic day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.